I'm Justin McLaughlin, and today I'm going to be giving you a tutorial on the app Goodnotes. I've been using Goodnotes personally all this semester in order to take my classroom notes, and I think it is an absolutely amazing app that's got some really great features. And those features have really helped me transition from old school note taking way with paper and pencil and into this new digital way. And a lot of teachers and professors nowadays are incorporating technology into their lessons, into their classrooms, things like that. And so I actually got the chance to talk to my friend Taylor, who's a teacher out in Texas, and she actually gave us some insight on what the benefit is on incorporating that technology.
Problems. And also, I think it's a great way to translate classroom to the real world. Is so heavy in technology. I think that it helps them um, with a good hand up in being able to utilize that technology and have those skills that are needed in the workforce.
So you see that big benefit, of incorporating technology is that real world experience. Nowadays, the real world relies heavily on technology, and starting early in the classroom will really give students that advantage. So for my tutorial, what you're going to need is an iPad, an Apple Pencil, and then app Goodnotes. Once you've got all your materials, let's get started. Okay, you see I've got my iPad here, so let's get started. I'm going to start by opening up my school supplies folder, and you'll see that I've got another app here called Notability. There are so many different note-taking apps on the App Store. Just to name a few, I've got Goodnotes, Notability, Microsoft OneNote, Note Shelf, and you even have the Standard Notes app that comes on every iPad. So you've got plenty of options, which is great because it's all based on personal preference. What app has the best features for you to take the best notes possible? And for me, that's been Goodnotes. So let's open up the app. And here you can see the first feature that I love about the app, organization. All of my classes are organized into individual folders. And in every folder, I've got everything that I need for each class. So, for example, if I open up biology, you see that I've got my notebooks, I've got my study guides, and I even have the notes that the professor gave us, all here in its own personal folder. I don't have to worry about if I left the notebook at home. I don't have to worry about if I printed out those lecture slides. It's all right here at my disposal. And that has been a huge stress reliever. Over to the left, I have my new icon, and that'll bring up a menu, if I tap it, of all the things that I can import and create for the app. So for the tutorial, let's create a new notebook. And here's the other reason why I love the app so much. Options. Even just on the styles of paper, there is so much to pick from. If I wanted to make a planner, I can do a calendar template. If I have a math class, it has graphing paper templates and and things like that. But for the tutorial, I want to do the ruled narrow because that's usually like the standard, like the college ruled notebook. And up on top, you'll see it's the cover. So if I tap the cover, I can even change the color and the design of the notebook cover. So it's almost like going into Target and Walmart and shopping for a new notebook for school. And that actually, makes it a little bit more fun. So I like blue, so I'm going to pick blue, and I'm going to tap Create. And there you go. I've got the paper I picked, I've got the cover I picked, and I'm ready to take some notes. So up on top, we've got our toolbar. And the features that I want to go over are the pen, the eraser, the highlighter, and the import feature. So let's start with the pen. So if I tap on pen, you'll see that I've got the ballpoint pen already selected. But you can even have a fountain pen or a brush pen. Again, more options. So let's go back to my paper, and you'll see that I've got the color presets up here. Now, these are standard. They come, preset in the app. But maybe I don't like red. So I'm going to tap on the red color, and you'll see that I can change the color ink for my pen. And I like green, but I don't like that green. So what if I tap custom? I get this color palette that I can choose almost any color I can think of. So let's pick this green. We'll go back to my paper and let's start writing. This is so awesome. A little messy, but yeah, I mean it is. It's really awesome. I mean I'm writing on glass just like I did, with pencil and paper, and I'm taking my notes in class just regularly, but now digitally. Technology has come a really long way. But let's say my professor he doesn't like green, so it's unprofessional. I understand, so I can change the color again. I can go back to black, and just continue writing as normal. This is so awesome. And there you go. That's your pen feature and your writing feature for Goodnotes. I will admit I do type a lot faster than I write, but there is something about writing your notes that you just retain the information a lot more. I'm not zoning out like I do if I start typing. And I'm not the only one that kind of thinks this, so let's go back to Taylor and let's see what she had to say.
I really try and encourage my students to use the note taking app on their devices. I think that I've learned that students retain more information when they're writing it physically, as opposed to just kind of blankly typing out what they're what I'm speaking. I think that there's a connection when they hand to tablet write. I think
Okay, so I'm glad I'm not the only one, that thinks that it's more engaging to write out your notes. I'm glad that I'm not alone in that thinking. So thanks, Taylor. So let's go on. Let's talk about the eraser. So I can tap the eraser up there, and you can see that the options changed, and now I can have a small, medium, or large eraser. So why do I need those? Well, if I have the small one like I do there, I can just erase carefully, the individually, and that makes it a lot easier. Or if I want to clear everything, I can take the big one and just start swiping, and it clears it off really quick. And then I can go back to my pen. I'll pick blue this time, and let's try and make it a little bit more legible. This is so awesome. I don't know if that's any better, but again, you see what I'm showing you. I mean, just how amazing it is that, again, just like I've taken notes before, I can do it the same exact way, just digitally. So let's move on to my favorite feature. Let's go into the import feature, and that's up here at the right. So if I tap this plus sign, I get a new menu, and the menu has import. So I'm going to tap import, and you'll see that it brings up my files, and I can pick my biology slides that I downloaded. So let me download my biology slides, and it downloads right into the actual notebook. I don't have to worry about printing it out. I don't have to worry about losing them. It's all right in my notebook that I just created. And something that you can't do with regular paper, I'm going to zoom in, and I can see everything clearer now. It really, this app to me is really a game changer when it comes to taking notes, especially for school. So let's concentrate on this section right here. And I'm going to use my highlighter tool. So I'm going to tap on the highlighter, and you see the colors changed up here again. But these colors I picked myself because these trigger something in my brain. So for example, we've got some vocabulary words here. So I'm going to tap on yellow, and my highlighter changes to yellow, and I'm going to highlight these vocab words because just like in a textbook, that's usually what they're highlighted in is yellow. And that'll show me that I've got to study that. But again, I didn't have to grab another tool or the highlighter, switch out pens or things like that. It's all preset here in the app thanks to my Apple Pencil. Again, this app has really been a game changer. But let's say, for example, my professor says that these two terms in particular, they're going to be on the test, and we really need to study those. Okay, something else that you can do on here that you can't do with regular paper, I can go back to my eraser, and I can actually erase the highlighter that I just did. and I can then go back to my highlighter, and because in my mind I've picked purple to mean that I really need to study this, that it's really going to be on the test, I can highlight it all in purple. And that'll trigger in my brain that it's really important, that I definitely need to look that over. But maybe that's not enough. So I can even go back to my pen, and I'm going to go back to the red ink because red really signifies something important. And I can, just star it. And there you go. Again, this should trigger in my brain that this is something important to do. But maybe this isn't enough. I can write on the slides that I just downloaded, this is important. And if that doesn't get my attention, I seriously don't know what will. So there you have it. It's Goodnotes. It is absolutely an amazing app. I would be completely lost without it this semester. It's really helped me in my grades. It's helped me study a lot better. I can't suggest this app enough. So I hope I've helped you in finding a new note-taking app. I hope this tutorial helped, and I wish you all the best of luck and happy note-taking. Bye.